Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to World of Warcraft Legion. Now, we have to go get the final blessing from the woodland creatures to get this moonwell going for the Night Elves. But before we do that, we have a ley station to turn on. And it's actually hidden along here on the very border of Suramar between here and Valshara. And since it's kind of out of the way and not near any, like, particularly big quest hubs, we can go ahead and take care of that right now. And it's actually near the Owl Kitten mother.
The Owl Kitten patriarch, Outlaw, is having trouble herding his kittens back home. Look into those eyes, champion. You cannot possibly leave them in danger.
Oh Lord, Walker, don't tempt me now. But what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to grapple up here because it's kind of hard to reach depending on where you're coming from. But I think it's up here. Yeah, this that you see over here, this kind of growth, that's actually the cave entrance. Now, most of these ley stations require a little bit of puzzle work, as we've seen before, in order to turn them on. I don't remember what the one to this one is, but I think it's pretty easy. Now, we have the ancient mana to burn. We have 760. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that'll be good for our purposes. Is that the entrance? Yes, it is. Okay, let's see. Oh, Lord. Volatile ley wraiths. Yeah, that's pleasant.
No one crosses the uncrowned.
They seem pretty squishy, though. I guess we're gonna have to figure out what exactly the puzzle is first. So let's go ahead and just skip these guys. Heck, we may just be able to turn this thing on without any issue. Possibly. So let's see here. This ley line appears to be damaged and needs repair. Several large chunks of the main column are missing and arcane energy is... Oh, Lord. Arcane energy is shooting me in the face. So there is going to be some sort of repair process we're going to have to go through. Okay, before I was so rudely interrupted. Several large chunks of the main column are missing and arcane energy is crackling in the gaps. The elementals nearby seem to pick up debris and absorb it into their bodies as they move around. Maybe they have the missing pieces. Collect 6 ley-line feed fragments and infuse the feed with ancient mana. Okay, so this one's pretty cut and dry. Just kill these guys for parts, and we should be good to go. No bending mirrors or any of that stuff that we've seen. Fortunately. Guess we need to be thankful. Well, today marks the last day of November, and then we'll be able to rock in December, where I feel that Christmas decorations and Christmas music is actually appropriate. But, man, cannot wait for this year to be done with. It's like, good Lord, so much stuff has happened to the world. And me personally, but I'm sure that's with everyone, but just so much garbage has happened in 2016. And I know it's just a 365-day period, but good Lord, it doesn't feel like it. It's just horrible. I think everyone needs a fresh start. And we'll just slice and dice our way through here. Heal up. Was that a ley ward? The ward pulses with overflowing energy. Use 25 mana to extract a portion of the ley energy. Oh, okay. Chance to inflict 133,000 arcane damage on attack. Oh, okay, so it's a little combat buff. That's nifty. Man, these guys are stingy with their drops. But what with my dog and other stuff that's been going on, and just going on the news every day and just reading about horrible crap, I think we all need a vacation. Definitely.
Let me show you how it's done.
Now, kind of back on topic to the game. One of the things that's been asked in the comments is if I will be doing a raid and PvP soon. Now, I did promise we were eventually going to do PvP. I have no idea when that's going to be. It's just my mood to do PvP, especially with a rogue, is just very random. So you're going to have to bear with me on that. When it comes to the raid, though, we may try to shoot for that sometime, maybe next week. Do Emerald Nightmare. That would be kind of fun. Go onto the Looking for Raid and show people who haven't necessarily done it yet what to expect if you're going in as a DPS. Because it's a fun raid. Just not a whole lot of story to it. It doesn't have the character. Well, no, it does have the character. I guess because I don't play Druid, it's not something I'm particularly interested in. But if you like playing Druid characters, it's probably right up your alley in terms of like the scope and what you're going to have to do. The bottom line for people who aren't into Druid class and that kind of stuff is the fights are very fun, I think. So we got what we needed. And there's the 200 ancient mana. And there's the Moonguard feed activated, which should make the Night Fallen very, very happy. So, I will go ahead and head back to the Night Elf camp off camera, guys, and we will see about getting this moonwell activated. Now, I think we're going to be talking to the Lord of the Panthers? Maybe? I'm not exactly sure. Petrified Nightsaber Cub.
What brings you here?
Welcome, Goblin. Natural... Oh, we got a lot of quests here. I have walked this land in the time since our arrival. Here, basilisks have emerged from the ravines to the east, and they encroach upon the home of the Nightsabers. To earn their blessing, I believe we should clear the way for their return. Slay the basilisks that have taken more than their fair share of the land, Goblin. Slay 8 mana scale basilisks. Mana Gazer? There is one basilisk here who has gorged himself so thoroughly on Nightsaber flesh that he seldom leaves his cave. We will use this to our advantage. Seek out the basilisk Mana Gazer and use his death as an example to the others who have strayed from their home. Slay Mana Gazer, the Basilisk Lord. That sounds awesome. And Moon Whisper Rescue. As a druid, I understand that predation happens. Creatures that eat meat must acquire meat, but this... Zalendra gestures angrily toward a nearby petrified Nightsaber. This is just sad. Free them, Goblin. Take my blessing and free them from this needless torment. Free 5 petrified Nightsabers using Zalendra's gift. Alrighty.
Farewell.
We'll go ahead and start with this cub, since you're not going to do it. And we can go ahead and get over here with the basilisk killing. I'll tell you what, guys, I had a horrible experience yesterday. Or not a horrible, just incredibly frustrating. Wanted to tell you guys about it. The Steam Autumn Sale. Okay? I had no idea it ended yesterday. So, there I was, and I'm kind of looking for a game to play on the channel after I finish Knights of the Old Republic. Because I always like to have something a little bit retro on the channel every so often. And I was really thinking to myself, ooh, I haven't played L.A. Noire from Rockstar. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and if you follow the channel for a while, you know that I love the noir genre. I love, like, any kind of noir, where it be cyberpunk noir or classic noir. The mood and everything, I just enjoy thoroughly. And I looked at it, and they had the complete edition of L.A. Noire for, like, $8. So the base game and all the DLC, and I was like, outstanding. So I'll go ahead and grab that, and then I should be in good shape for my next series. And I'm kind of like really tight on money right now in real life, so the $8 was an acceptable cost. So I'm going ahead and I'm planning on buying that, and I'm sitting there like watching a video or something on YouTube, and I pass out, and I fall asleep, and I wake up like 30 minutes later, and I check Steam, and everything's back up to full price. The sale had ended, and LA Noire, the full version, was back up to like $30 or something, so I missed my window, and I had no idea. I was so confused when that first happened. I was just like, oh. So there was sad days. But, you know, you live and you learn. Yeah, we got one basilisk here. Where's that mana gaze? Oh, he's up here. And there's our last petrified. Wrong cave. Or actually, that's the wrong cave too. Is he... Oh, I guess that was the right cave. Never mind. And that's Laystone, which we don't... We're still pretty full up on. Unfortunately, we can sap these stone lizards. Ah. Here's the scene of the crime. Here, lizard, lizard, lizard. Oh, I just dated myself with an old Taco Bell commercial, didn't I? And there he is. That was kind of anticlimactic. I expected more of a fight. More laystone. I would like more fell slate, please. That would make me a pleased panda. Or a pleased goblin, since I'm not playing my panda. Oh well. So I'm going to have to try and find some other kind of retro-style game that maybe is a little bit more cost-effective here soon for the channel, because KOTOR's starting to wrap up. It's getting into the home stretch. I don't know what to play, though. If you guys have any ideas or whatnot, let me know in the comments. I'll be certain to take them under advisement. Well done, Goblin. Such a gluttonous creature. And 6,550 ancient artifact power? I am much relieved, Swindlegear.
Good luck, friend. Elune Adore.
We have 3 blessings from the creatures we share this land with. Combined with the blessing from Elune, the moonwell will watch over this land for years to come. Meet Mythondros at the retreat. I'm sure he'd like to include you in the ritual. Oh, Lord. Hello there, Silverfang. The Moon Whisper. Silverfang deposits a shiny, smooth Nightsaber Fang into the dirt. Yeah. Good kitty. Nice kitty. Let's make sure we don't have to take them out. I don't think that was a rare spawn we had to kill. So it looks like balance has been restored to the forest. That's a nice, considering our failures in Thalyssra. And they should... Oh yeah, look at them. They're all gathered and good to go.
Can I assist you?
Welcome back. I see we are ready to begin. You've done very well, Goblin. All that is left is to combine their blessings into the ritual bundle and imbue the moonwell. Once that is done, Meyruna will add a little water from a purified moonwell, and this land will be protected so long as we inhabit it. This is a monumentous occasion, my friend. You bear witness to a sacred rite not often performed in the company of strangers. I will let you do the honors. Simply place the ritual bundle into the sacred waters, and we will do the rest. Imbue the inert waters with the ritual bundle, then witness the well's creation. And gain 150 ancient mana. Well... So, this stuff's valuable, you say, huh? Flee! No, not really. Well, all these night elves would probably blast me into oblivion. By their powers combined. Here comes Captain Planet down the line. Nope. Apparently that was all that was needed.
Ishnudaldier,
Your assistance made this all possible. Thank you.
goddess watch over you.
Imminent Gromain. I see what you did there. Cylindra Featherdown.
I am listening.
If you're heading east, there's something I would ask of you. While we struck camp, some of our caravan left to scout around the city. Lyria Dawnwind has been gone too long. I would be most grateful if you would go check on her safety. She said she was going to scout out the ruins of Dawncleft. Find Lyria Dawnwind in Dawncleft.
May the stars guide you.
And where is she at? Oh, she's over on the other side. There's another quest hub this way, but I kind of want to finish all of this first. And I was going to do the Moonguard ruins, but I don't think we have any more quests here in Falinar. So we're going to take this ancient mana we've acquired, and we're going to go ahead and activate that lay station that we missed the first time that we were there. So let me travel to the ruins, and I'll see you all inside. Actually, there's more than the Falinar ruins we have to deal with, guys. I completely forgot about this. Not only is there a lay station here in the ruins proper, there's also one off of here between here and Asuna. I believe right here in this cave. So we're going to be spending all the ancient mana today. Let's go in and see what exactly we're dealing with. Well, no, actually, these are the other side of the Falinar tunnels, aren't they? I may have been incorrect in that assumption. This may just be the back entrance. Let me check over here just to make sure. Okay. No worries then. I was wondering why there would be some relatively, like, close by. Well, that's fine. That just means we don't have to drop down and deal with a lot of those spiders, because that would be unpleasant. This is actually where the end of the Wither training is, but you have to go through a bunch of bosses in order for that to actually work. So let's just sneak down here. This leads to some of the large antechambers and a lot of spiders.
No one crosses the uncrowned.
Uh-oh. Did Vanessa get herself in trouble? There you are. Okay. So, let's just infuse the ley-line feed with ancient mana. Falinar South. Okay, so there is another one. There is Falinar North.
Let me show you how it's done.
Good. So I wasn't just hallucinating. Man, look at all these spiders. Life would be so unpleasant if these things existed in real life. I so dislike spiders. I'm not like incredibly phobia of them. I don't have like a severe phobia of them. But I've never watched like arachnophobia. I haven't even watched 8-Legged Freaks. Because spiders like freak me out in that kind of way. So the other one was this one that we saw much earlier when we were running with our Night Elf friend. For a goblin in the Horde, Swindlegear has way too many Night Elf friends. Gonna have to deal with that a little bit later, I would assume. And I just have to track it down. There it is. I think. Yes, indeedy. Look at all this nonsense. Right here through the parlors. Ugh. That's okay. Maybe we can... Broodmother Shumalis, who is actually a boss fight in Wither training, but I think are killable here relatively easy. Yep. It's a nice switch. I actually think we get some... See, that's actually what creeps me out more than anything, is how they kind of fall into themselves when they die. Ley-line feed. Okay. And with that, Falinar North has been activated. And, of course, we're going to wake up all the spiders. Here, have a cannon barrage. The fact that we can get cannons firing indoors kind of shows you how talented my cannoneers are. They can curve the bullet, like in Wanted. I hated that movie. It's like, well, hate's probably a strong word, but I wasn't fond of the film at all. I didn't find it to be nearly as good as I think they were hoping. Even if it was based off a comic book, it just, didn't really do it for me. There haven't been a whole lot of comic book movies I've disliked, too. Well, I mean, other than like the crappy interpretations of heroes and such, which you kind of have to deal with and every so often, especially from the big two. But, I mean, it's a completely watchable movie, but it's something I would never watch again. Though the concept of the curving bullets is something I think that they could have introduced in the Matrix movies. I think that actually would have been cool. Or the Matrix movie. Because I still tell myself that if I could go back in time and change something in entertainment, I would either do two things. I would go to the Wachowski, or first thing I'd go to George Lucas and I'd tell him, okay, you know that whole idea you had for the prequels? Just no. Just let it go. Or at least kind of give him some notes that hopefully he would pay attention to. Another thing would be to go to the Wachowski brothers. They were brothers at the time. They're both sisters now. But let them know, okay, you know that first Matrix movie? Just go ahead and leave it alone. You've created this amazing piece of cyberpunk. You don't want to distill it with an overly complicated plot. You know what I mean? So I'd have them try and be done after the first Matrix film. And Valtois has a
One day at a time. Hanging in there.
Interesting.
Thanks to you.
What do you have for me?
You may speak.
Good work finding those additional ley-line feeds. You seem rather competent for an Outlander. Allow me to share with you a few secrets about the power of the ley-lines. This should help you in scavenging more ancient mana from the creatures around Suramar. A grisly task, I know, which is why I leave it to you. Speak with Arcanist Valtois. Grants a chance to loot additional ancient mana from creatures. Ah.
Farewell.
Now listen closely.
Oh, good help is so hard to find.
See, there is a benefit to doing all of that. It doesn't look like they have any quest for me. Now, did I get any Nightfallen rep for doing anything for those? Oh wow, I don't think I got any. Well, I got a little bit for doing the stuff for the Night Elves, which I guess would make sense. Let's go ahead and activate our coins here and see how close we are to another Dreadblade upgrade. Oh, we're just an eyelash away. By the way, before I forget, do you remember when I would get those tickets from Noggenfogger and I got those keys and we never really found out what it was? I found out what they were. Actually kind of cool. There's a little obstacle course from Mista Pandaria that you can run with everything 110, everything kind of up to Legion level. And it's basically just a dash where you're trying to get to the end of the obstacle course or grab as much money as you can. So you can get about like 200, 300 gold. And a ton of Pandaria stuff too. I've got 25 tattered historical parchments, 2 Shanzei ritual stones, Incantation of Vu. I don't really know what some of those do. I'm going to have to look them up because, as I've said before, I never really got to play Mista Pandaria. But let's go ahead and travel our way up here to the Moonguard Stronghold. Now, the Moonguard Stronghold is what we used to pass by every time we flew up to High Mountain. Seems like ages ago. Where I always said that I thought that was probably... That's how I always imagined Minas Tirith. from Lord of the Rings to look very similar to it. So you can see the tower up there. Ooh, rich fell slate. You have my attention. 7 and some ancient mana. See, I'm not having a whole... We're not getting any more, like, engineering quests or anything. So I'm kind of at a loss on what we're going to have to do with our engineering, because I know that I am missing, like, one little thing of quests. But I guess that'll pop up whenever we need to, whenever we have it. We also need to go take care of... What were their names? Yeah, the 6 Trigger brothers. Gonna have to gather up a group for that. I think what I'm gonna do, instead of just finding a group like here in game, is I'm going to get the band together with some of my friends, since we've all ran it, and just blitz our way through. Now, there's 2 entrances to the Moonguard stronghold. One is this direction, north of Thalyssra, and the other one is straight north here of the Iron Grove Retreat. It is in your best interest, if you like living, to take this way, north of Iron Grove Retreat, because there are a lot of mobs. And I mean a lot of mobs that'll try and kill you. And I don't even want to risk that, not even as a rogue. Besides, all the people who give the quests and everything are right up here. So no reason to take that other entrance, unless you absolutely need to come here for some reason. Now... Whoa. Just your everyday rogue.
Thank you for that welcome distraction.
Yeah, welcome.
What do you require of the guard?
Thalyssra looks you over. You are not one of them. The Nightborn came to our gates hours after the shield over Suramar fell. We thought them friends, despite our long separation. We were wrong. They poured into our stronghold and began the slaughter. We were unprepared. Though we fought, we were beaten. The keep is lost, and our leaders have perished, and their corpses lay in the streets. Find them, and give them their final rites. While you search, look for survivors, and help them if you can. Find the corpses of Nilius Starweaver, Galarthus Rivertree, and Kalia Windfeather, and perform funeral rites for them.
I will remain. If you should have need of me, I will take this opportunity to lay traps for the intruders. I am certain we will meet again.
Fair enough. Now, we're actually not going to do that at the moment. We are going to charge our way through all of these guards, and you're going to see all of the nastiness that we're going to have to run through here. But the reason I'm doing this is we need to get to the portal, so we can just get here very quickly from Shalaran. Oh, here comes the nasty. Now I've got my vanish. I am pleased to say. Please don't kill me. I've got a huge... Oh, Lord. Ah! Oh, Thalyssra's little charm went off that protects me. Vanishing powder. Thank you, Thalyssra. You have saved my bacon. Holy crap, that was tense. Okay, we're almost there. Just gotta run through this unpleasantness. And man, they were not even paying attention to my vanish at all. They had their eyes on the prize, didn't they? We'll go through here. Go through this portal, excuse me guys. And here we go. Infuse the telemancy beacon with ancient mana.
The uncrowned.
Woo! And since we're being attacked, we'll go ahead and dive through the portal. And here we are back at Shalaran with a new portal open, guys. Just in time for Oculith and Valtois
Should hope you never experience that pain.
to need their medicine. So I'll give that to them here, and that should be it for the day. Oh, we don't have enough ancient mana. We're finally tapped out. I guess I'm going to have to go on a farming expedition off camera. But if you guys liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.